Alright guys, I just wanted to give a quick update video following the unboxing of my son's new Fable. Just want to kind of go through kind of the look and layout of the device itself. So I'm going to unlock it. And so the Fable has, it runs off of Android, but it has like its own kind of Fable layout over the top of it. So a lot of the Android aspect has been taken out of the device, and so this carousel is how you access the various applications. And my son, he really enjoys it. It's very easy for him to use. All of the applications or books or games that he downloads will automatically go into the category that they're associated with. Then you just have your back button, home, and then here's a quick settings tab. You can turn the volume up and down, adjust the screen brightness, and it gives you battery and your Wi-Fi information. And then it'll connect to the store Visit Me and get any updates or any downloads by hitting this button here. So taking a look at the carousel, I'll just run through which each of the kind of chiclets, I guess, mean. So Visit Me, this is the content store. Books, games, utilities, settings, videos, projects, friends. This is for the camera. It's a 3 megapixel rear-facing camera. Photos, and then we're back to Visit Me. So going to settings quick. All the settings are pretty much standard, but you know it's nice. It's everything you'd find in like the Android settings, but it's been kind of made more kid-friendly. Utilities, my son doesn't really go there very often. Games, haven't downloaded any games. These are the preloaded games that Fable came with, and they're just nice. We looked at the store a little bit, and there's a good combination of both fun kind of games plus also some learning and educational games as well. But you could see it's just the resolution is great, the sound is great. It's very easy to use. It's just a good overall device, I think, for children. One thing that he really likes is just the form factor, the size. When I would give him my iPad before I got him this Fable, it was just very awkward for him to use because it is so big. He's always worried about dropping it or scratching it. And then the other thing that I was worried about is just him potentially going on to the internet and Google searching something and unintentionally accessing an inappropriate website or whatever the case may be. So one of the cool things that you won't see on the carousel is you won't see a web browser. There is no Internet Explorer or anything like that. So they can't actually access Google or anything. So you don't have any worry of them getting into inappropriate material. So that was one of the big selling features for me. But if I just continue going through, let me show you books real quick. The books, they're nice as well. They come preloaded with these ones. We haven't downloaded any new ones yet, but it's kind of the same thing. I mean, it can either have the book read to your child, they could follow along, or they can read it themselves. But they're just good illustrations, good rendering, speaker volume is great. Let me go to the store quickly, get a look for that. Like I said, we've just kind of looked at some of the offerings. You can purchase either on the device or through your account on a computer. So it's my understanding that Visit Me has been, it's specifically for children. I think that they target ages 3 to 10. I also read they don't allow in-app advertising, they don't allow in-app purchasing, and those are just a lot of things that really sold me on this device versus some of the other offerings that are out there. So you have to put in like a 4-digit code. So whenever your child goes to purchase something from the store, before purchasing, they would just have to enter in a 4-digit code. So we would just put the code in for them. Another cool section that we didn't expect to be on the device is called Projects. And so it's kind of like an Illustrator or like a Paint application where they have a few documents that are already uploaded, like this maze here, and the child can do whatever they need to on the device, and then they want to erase because obviously didn't do the maze appropriately, and then you can save it and send it to one of your friends that are on your friends list. And so the friends list is just a managed list of contacts, whether they're other Fable devices or just outside email addresses that you approve. So you can go, I just have added one of my son's friends to the list, and I just select, hit the envelope, and then it gets sent over to my son's friend Reggie. So that's just a really nice feature that we haven't found on other tablets before. Thought that it's a cool feature to have, like this tic-tac-toe board. He can play with a friend, save it, send it to one of his contacts. It's a nice way for, I think, to introduce the action of sharing electronically without having to have, I don't want my 5-year-old son to have a Gmail account. So each of the Fable devices has an email account that's embedded within the device, allowing it to securely send and receive, whether it's some of these projects or photos, without having to open up a Gmail or Yahoo Mail, whatever the case may be. So once again, you can also send and receive from photos as well as those projects. I'll show you the friends list really quickly. It's through here. So you can see the various friends. You can pick what you want to send to the friend. I've just added one of my son's friends. As of right now, I've got a lot of requests. I got to put my mom and dad on there. But so the big thing that my wife and I really liked about the Fable versus Nabby or Leapfrog is that it's not really a toy. Like we thought that the Leap Pad was more toyish, and then we don't have to worry about putting it in mommy and daddy mode because the device is secure itself. But it still gives our son the ability to explore and look at new books, new games, get an understanding as to how to share appropriately without having to have an email account. So we're really happy with it. He seems to be having a lot of fun. I think in the next couple weeks here we're going to be buying some new books and games for him, and maybe I'll do another review. But if you have any questions, I don't think I mentioned before, I think I've seen it, it's on a few different sites, but the price is $129.99. I think that's something that's made in the USA with these types of features. I think it's a great price. But any questions or comments, just leave them below. Thanks.